When it comes to those who have made a significant impact on poker, Gabe Kaplan undoubtedly deserves a spot in the conversation. A king during the poker boom era who managed to stay on top of the poker game until only retiring recently, Kaplan lived a wild life that many don't know the full extent of. So let's get into the highs, the lows, and the absolute absurdities that come from the life of the legend himself, Gabe Kaplan. We're gonna get into all of it, but before we do, make sure to subscribe to Poker Boom and hit that notification bell so you never miss when we release a new episode. Also, let us know what other poker legends we should cover next. Okay, here we go. Gabe Kaplan is one of the most unique figures in the poker world. A man whose journey from comedic stardom to high-stakes poker tables is as fascinating as the hands he's played. A fixture in the poker community for decades, Kaplan's wit, his skill, and his charisma bridge the gap between mainstream entertainment and the competitive poker scene.
I could feel the warmth at the table. I felt like a camaraderie. Everybody kind of pulling and saying.
Born on March 31st, 1945 in Brooklyn, New York, Gabe Kaplan grew up in a working-class Jewish family. His formative years were shaped by the energy of Brooklyn at the time, where he developed his sharp wit and his humor, these traits that would define his career. Initially, Kaplan didn't set his sights on Hollywood or on poker, though. His dream was to become a professional baseball player. However, after failing to make the roster of a minor league team, he quickly realized he needed a plan B. In the late 1960s, he discovered his knack for comedy. He began performing stand-up routines at clubs, honing his ability to captivate audiences with his sharp observations and his quick delivery.
You want to know who's on our show tonight? Oh, look at your damn TV guy.
And by the early 1970s, his comedic career began to take off, and his big break came in 1975 with the show Welcome Back, Kotter. The sitcom, which Kaplan actually co-created and starred in, became a cultural phenomenon. Kaplan played Gabe Kotter, a high school teacher who returns to his alma mater to teach a class of misfit students known as the Sweat Hogs.
Barbarino don't write no reports. What does Barbarino do besides give orders?
Hey, Vinny's the ranking champ of Brooklyn. Take a bow, Vinny! Hey!
The show's humor and relatability struck a chord with audiences, making Kaplan an instant household name. But despite his success, he yearned for new challenges, and by the early 1980s, as Welcome Back, Kotter wrapped up, he began exploring other passions, including one that would take him to the high-stakes world of poker. Kaplan's interest in poker began during the 1970s when he played casual games with friends in Hollywood. Over time, his curiosity turned into a serious pursuit. He immersed himself in poker strategy, devouring books on the subject and honing his skills in the game. In 1978, he showcased his poker talent in the prestigious World Series of Poker main event. Now, this was before the World Series of Poker was the World Series of Poker, but his performance in the tournament earned him respect from seasoned professionals, and he quickly became a regular at high-stakes games. Kaplan's transition from Hollywood actor to poker star was emblematic of his ability to reinvent himself. Throughout the 80s and the 90s, he cemented his reputation as a skilled and savvy player. His ability to read opponents and remain composed under pressure made him a consistent force in cash games and tournaments. But it wasn't just his skills at the table that drew attention. It was his personality. Kaplan's humor, his charm, brought a refreshing energy to the poker scene, which was often dominated by stoic, hyper-competitive players. Whether cracking jokes to diffuse tension or engaging in friendly banter with opponents,
Hey, Barry!
Lecture.
Surprise, Joe.
I didn't know you were back there.
Take him to the woodshed.
I'll provide the paddle.
Kaplan made poker feel accessible, and he made it feel entertaining. One of Kaplan's defining traits was his ability to thrive in both the glamorous and the gritty sides of poker. He played in exclusive games with celebrities and businessmen, while also competing against seasoned pros in Vegas. His unique position as a bridge between Hollywood and poker helped elevate the game's profile and attracted new players and new fans. In the mid-2000s, Kaplan's poker career took another turn when he became a commentator for High Stakes Poker, a groundbreaking TV show at the time that featured some of the world's best players competing in cash games. The show quickly became a hit among poker fans, thanks in large part to Kaplan's insightful and often humorous commentary.
I've seen that look before when the Lakers were up in the championship series. in Game 7 with about 2 minutes to go. The Lakers were up 16 points. Jerry Buss had that same look on his face.
His role in high-stakes poker was more than just a voiceover, though. He was the heart of it. He was the soul of the broadcast. His deep knowledge of the game allowed him to break down complex strategies for viewers, while his comedic timing kept the commentary always engaging. He had a knack for humanizing the players, offering anecdotes and insights that made even the most intense hands somehow relatable. The show captured poker at its peak during the post-Moneymaker boom, a time when the game enjoyed unprecedented popularity. Kaplan's commentary helped demystify poker for casual fans, turning it into a spectator sport. And of course, Kaplan's life was not without wild moments, many of which added to his mystique. He reportedly participated in some of the most exclusive underground poker games where fortunes were won and lost in just a single night. And his connections to Hollywood's elite only added to the intrigue, with rumors always swirling about high-stakes games featuring actors, musicians, and other celebrities. Kaplan's career in poker also intersected with the game's evolution during its boom years. As online poker surged in popularity, Kaplan adapted, playing and commentating in an era defined by rapid growth and by innovation. His ability to navigate these changes while maintaining his authenticity was a testament to his resilience and to his adaptability. Kaplan even wrote a book called Cotter's Back: Emails from a Faded Celebrity to a Bewildered World. The book is a series of emails he exchanged with a talent coordinator from Celebrity Boxing. And yes, Kaplan was asked, apparently, to do celebrity boxing. In the book, Kaplan shows off his humor by making claims that he has slept with more women than Wilt Chamberlain, thinks he's smart enough to become a member of Mensa, would like NASA to send him to orbit with Jimmy Carter and Dr. J, among many other things. And we'll even link the book in the description since it's a great read. In early 2023, Kaplan officially announced his retirement from poker commentary, marking the end of an era.
High-stakes poker needs someone that knows these players and knows how they play, and I don't think I got it anymore. I don't think that I know how any of these players play. Never played with them.
How was Mexico, Robert?
This is not a bit. You're serious.
Oh, I'm serious. I think
His departure was met with an outpouring of appreciation from fans and from players alike, many of whom credited him with inspiring their love for the game. Kaplan's contributions to poker extended far beyond his achievements as a player or a commentator. Many say he helped shape the culture of the game, making it more inclusive, more entertaining, and more accessible. At the end of the day, Kaplan's legacy is multifaceted. For fans of Welcome Back Kotter, he'll always be the affable teacher who brought laughter into their homes. For poker enthusiasts, he's a trailblazer who elevated the game's visibility and left an indelible mark on its history. His ability to excel in two wildly different fields, comedy and poker, is more than most people can say they've done in a single field. As Kaplan enjoys his well-earned retirement, his influence on poker continues to resonate, whether through reruns of high-stakes poker or fond memories shared by those who played alongside him. Kaplan's legacy is secure, and like other larger-than-life figures like Doyle Brunson or Mike Sexton, Gabe Kaplan is a legend of the game, and the poker world would not be the same without him. And that's it for this one. Thanks for watching another episode of Poker Boom. What's your favorite memory of Gabe Kaplan? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.